Hello, Horace back with another episode of the Octavian Empire campaign. I believe this is number 27. We got Octavian en route to Asia Minor. We are going to mop up Asia Minor as best we can. We also have a fleet with an army ready to take Ortina. Should be no problem. We might lose Rhodes. That's fine. We'll just take it back. We do have Egypt operating with the Divine Turbulence. Right off our coast there. I'm a little concerned about that. Alexandria is pretty defensive, or more to the point, not defensive. It hardly has a garrison, but it does have a really good fleet of 3 ships. I really wish there'd be a little more garrison than that. Whatever. Mios Hormos actually looks to be the closest thing we got to a defensive position in Egypt. Right there. Oh no, I'm wrong. It's Diospolos with 5 Evocati cohort. I don't know what I'm saying. So yeah, our treasury is terrible. To take a look at the state of the Empire, here's what we got as of now, with the way things go. The Iberians are our allies. They are military allies with us. Their territory counts for mine as well. Looks like they lost their buffer state within a few turns up here in Armenia, which is fair enough, and honestly I'm not that concerned about it. They still have some armies along with the Maori and the Gaetuli, who are also my allies in this region. I'm also fine with that. The Kenny have made Britannia theirs. We really don't care. We're going to not invade Britannia. The Germanic Confederation here, headed by the Marcomanni, I believe, is huge. It controls all of Babaricum, the lands outside of the Roman control, up in Europe. Armenia has an empire through the Caucasus, so be it. Antony is holding himself over here in the east. I'm probably going to just leave him alone now, for the most part. Iberia may lose Thapsacus. If they do, we'll take it back. I don't think I'm at war with Armenia. We'll find out. Doesn't look like it. I'm kind of wanting it to stay that way, really, but I really want to concentrate on taking over Asia Minor itself. So that's the plan right now. That might get us to our victory conditions as well. So this may not be a long party, so we'll find out. And apparently somebody can level up and get heavy siege equipment. Fair enough. But Gaul will be, well, and by Gaul I mean Galatia, will be very dangerous. They are the puppet state of, or client state, which is really the same thing, of Mark Antony. But we will allow them to do what it is they want to do. So we're going to try for that, see what happens. With Octavian en route, though, that might help. I also know that Jerusalem has declared war on me. We'll see what that ends up being. They may strike out, take some territory. We got a fleet garrisoning Tyre, so if they do hit that, that's going to be a pretty good garrison. Honestly, Antony's real power in this campaign seems to have been his client states, which acted as buffer states against even Octavian, which is not really what they were designed for, but it works. Ardan is still reeling from its offensive that stalled in the Bosporus. Also, no problem there. Kind of want it to stay that way. In case you didn't see the last part, or you're not interested in seeing the last part, I did mention the next campaign I do will be in Attila Total War. It will be the Abdani faction in honor of my daughter and wife, who are very much Irish. And so that is going to be what we do there. See if we can't make a Celtic empire and reconquer Europe with Celtic cultures from the Emerald Isle as our base, of course. Agent has recovered. Good for us.
Bring me the ledgers.
You get that, because honestly, crucifixion nail will be more useful. That's interesting. Does this mean this man is an early Christian? Gnaeus Scribonius Tuditanius. That's what we're gonna say that means, because that's pretty awesome. The crucifixion nail. This is 12 AD. Huh. Zeal.
High wits and words are yours.
And we'll get that going on. Okay, Pessinus. We'll get that. That's a lot of potential stuff, so we ought to be okay, I think. Mazaka, working on that now. Looks like we got a full garrison there. Good.
We hunger for battle.
Let's see if we can't keep
On the move.
Octavian secret here
Is that all? Laying an
until we get him ready to strike. And honestly, same with these guys.
Waiting for orders.
Aw, you kidding me?
Make haste, men.
We can't. Okay, well, fair enough.
We hunger for battle.
We'll leave them in there.
Fleet reporting. All hands to the oars.
I'm actually debating if I should just
Commander.
pull from here with all these forces. I am going to go for Colonius Loosed Mine up there. That's more income, and we can afford it.
Ready for battle.
Can we indeed get all the way to Pessinus? Yes, we can. So we will. Alright. I remembered somebody in here had a capacity to get a promotion, and I don't remember who it was. But to tell the truth, we may not know. So, fair enough. Last time I did a bit of an overview, clip notes if you will, of the following centuries of the Empire leading up to Attila. And I'll probably just leave it generally there. Obviously, it has no bearing on what actually is happening right now, because we are far beyond the date of the end of the official civil war between Octavian and Antony, when Octavian declared the Pax Romana and became emperor. That is just the way it goes. But I thought it was interesting and important to kind of lay out what had happened in preparation for Attila. I'll do kind of the same thing to a certain degree in the first episode of the Dani, just to give an idea of what's happened and why the world looks the way it does at that point. I won't go in too much detail. Most of it is just kind of fluff anyway. Not interesting to know from the perspective of a curious mind, but unimportant for Total War. Oh, look at that. That's cute. Alright. Well, I would fight this, but we're gonna win. Palmyra is done. That defense went well. More Gaetuli would be nice. Oh, Egypt, if you would just take Jerusalem, I would be okay with this.
These beasts slumber, but they couldn't.
No, I don't think I will. Why would I do that? The more you're going back and forth in the Asian Minor territories. Meanwhile, Pontus and Cappadocia are joining up at Amasea. Okay. That could be a problem, but we will deal with it at a later date. It is winter. But I think,
Commander.
yeah, we can hit them. That is, of course, a full legion.
At your command.
They only have 2 territories there. I am going to bring this force over as reinforcements. So the second Alude will reinforce the first Adiutrix. It's like old times between the first and second legions. While the Fulminata
On the move.
will hit Iconium, which has Neri the garrison. Fine with that. Oh yeah, and Cairo has hardly any garrison. Surprisingly, Iconium has far more, but it isn't gonna matter. We got that figured out. I think we're just gonna stay with them right like that. I don't want to push out too far, too fast, so to speak. And at the moment, I think I'm pushed out as far as I want. So what we're gonna do is declare war on Galatia.
Gods of the afterlife, spare my ass. Well, why do you trouble my diet?
Your orders.
And we will.
None
No,
shall
no, 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 no.
Stop
Oh,
him for now.
you.
Set up a blockade.
Fair enough. That was terrible. And completely counterproductive.
Ready for orders. Row faster, you slugabits.
And we're gonna get these guys over here, so if the worst case happens, we're good. Honestly, Salamis is in no condition to fall.
We hunger for battle.
Go ahead and get Ankyra sieged at least.
We take this settlement for Rome. Besieging the settlement. Commander. At your command. Waiting for more orders.
And we'll take Iconium.
Laying siege to the settlement. At your command.
So Octavian is now
Ready
a
for orders.
8-tier general. Continue building up our capacity to just truck forward, which shouldn't be a problem. Eliminate that, and we'll place the legionary barracks here. That'll work. They could probably assault me at Mazaka and take that city. It's not much of a garrison, but to tell the truth, I kinda don't care.
To battle!
Definitely don't want to do a night battle. Says it's an auto resolve. I agree with it.
Commander.
Yeah. Get rid of that. Want the delicatessen, no problem. Get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that.
At your command. March until your feet bleed, then march some more.
And then we'll head back towards Nicomedia, where we will be garrisoned up. And I think that's everything we can do. Yeah. I did mention last time that Titus and Vespasian were responsible for the sack and final subjugation of Jerusalem. That was the first step. There was a later rebellion, the Bar Kokhba rebellion, which occurred in the beginning of the 2nd century, and that turned 2nd century AD, and that ended in the final disillusionment and diaspora of the Jewish population of Judea, which was renamed Palestinia as a affront against the Jewish population, and pretty much renaming the province so it no longer had any association with the Jews and their kingdom. Jerusalem itself was sacked. The site was sowed with salt and not allowed to be resettled. Herod, really? Hadrian, once I get the name out, was responsible for
We
the
implore you. Show
colonization of another city nearby known as Aelia Capitolina, or the Golden Capital. This was the new center of the Palestinia province. They chose Palestinia associated with the Philistines, which were known even to the Romans as those people who shared the location and fought against the Jewish kings way back in biblical times. Give me a second.
I bring word that my lord looks to end the war. He will not look to end it another day.
And what do we got here? A peace treaty. We wish for a peace treaty. You want a peace treaty? Break client state treaty with Antony. Nope. Not interested if you don't do that. So that is why Palestinia becomes the name of the province.
Your men will turn the enemy's bowels to water.
Armenia.
Come.
No. I don't think so, Iberia. Of course, this is a contentious issue up to the modern day, but then so is the case with so many other ancient peoples who inhabit the different areas around the Mediterranean. Illyrians, for instance, Albanians have strong heritage with them. And I think Octavian just got a triumph. Agent has recovered. Again. Oh, Cato got it. Why did Cato get it? You know what? We're not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. That gives us plenty of good public relations, and honestly, it's alright. Yeah, we'll get that going, and I'm feeling one of these too. Get another deal at Iconium. So, heavily agriculturalized empire, but still not a bad one. We're gonna move out here and go into an ambush stance just in case. We're gonna hold there just because. But in the case of Octavian, oh wow, yeah, no, we gotta do that. So to Mazaka we go. That's fair enough. I think we'll be okay. Okay, Armenia did take Thapsacus. I think that's probably the end of that fight, if I'm not mistaken.
Ready for orders. For death and honor. Steady as we go. Wipe them out.
Wipe out this fleet.
Waiting for a
Slay them.
It is an honor.
Head back out.
Yes.
Now here we
Get the blockade set up.
attack. And yeah, Cortina is ours. We're almost done with the Galatians. Province down. Forget how many more we need now. 96 out of 100, so 3 more.
Hunger for battle.
Only 3 more provinces. So yeah, we ought to end this episode. That'll be great. We'll get trade. No, take that back. We are gonna go with that. Neptune sounds great here. We'll get rid of that because we don't need that. We'll put maybe some fleets.
Prepare for battle.
Oh, come on. Don't go out of range. You're gonna go out of
Hard
range.
on the oars.
Of course you're out of range. Or wouldn't you be?
Steady as we go.
So that is what's left of Galatia.
At your
Uh,
guard.
We are, of course, getting there. Just gonna take us a little bit. Second Legion is here. We should probably go ahead and. He likes Eastern ones, so that's fine. Get him a Legatus.
Ready for battle. Call this a garrison.
And we'll give him Master Smith. Why not? So the second Augustus will get
Rome
its
needs good fighters.
Aquila. Oh wow. Cohorts Karaneka, some Egyptian archers. This would be a fun army to toy with if we really wanted to. Okay, there's the second Augusta. Building up. At least that'll help with that issue. Granted, we're gonna have no money to spend, but so be it. Anyway, so that'll kind of explain what the Middle East looks like along the Eastern Mediterranean and Attila, because that's going to be important to understand when you realize that some random city called Aelia Capitolina is apparently in the spot where Jerusalem is, that the area is called Palestinia, and the question is the game being biased towards either the Israeli point of view or the Palestinian point of view? And the truth is, neither one of those is associated with that province. That province was named by the Romans, and it was named in by the Romans as a slant against the Jewish kingdom of Judea, which was its buffer state and had long since lost any kind of teeth that it may have once had. And they did so by resurrecting an ancient name of a group that even they knew that the Jewish kingdom had a war with in the past, in the case of the Palestinians, or Philistines, as we would, Paliset, if you want to go back to their original name, which would be from the Sea Peoples. As I mentioned, Illyria also has a strong heritage bias against any kind of slant against them or what they feel they're owed as a culture. Albania and, to a lesser extent, Bosnia and Croatia declare themselves the true heirs of the Illyrians. Each of them individually, mind you, because all of them consider that the other one is not, in fact, related. Wow. Yeah, that's a problem. We may lose this. But we'll fight it. That's fine, because honestly, this will allow us to get the second gust of some true battle honors as we keep going. But, in other words, what I meant was that the Albanians consider themselves the true heirs of the ancient Illyrians. Bosnians consider themselves the true heirs of the Illyrians, and the Croatians, and so forth. They're not just the only ones, though. It's similar to the situation of Macedonia, and there's a area called Macedonia inside of modern-day Greece, and there is an actual country called Macedonia, or more to the point, former Yugoslav Republic of Macedon, which is also known as FYROM in short, if you're part of the UN or the English-speaking world. It's a mouthful to say, so it's easy to just use the acronym. In either case, both Greece and FYROM declare themselves the heirs of the ancient kingdom of Macedon. The truth is, the ancient kingdom of Macedon fell to Rome and was dissolved. The province of Macedonia, which was northern Greece, was created from its remnants, but this, by that point, was made with arbitrary borders declared and perfected by Roman bureaucrats. That is the nature of conquering the world. You get to make it whatever you want, and the Romans did this. They kept the names they wanted, they rearranged the borders how they pleased, usually along tax lines. And generally, that was what happened. This is going to be a nasty, nasty battle. I think I'm actually going to put these guys ahead of my guys, so they might soak some fire up, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. Same with these guys, I don't need them.
Yes, Commander.
Let's get these
Orders
set up. I will, of course,
Grouped and ready.
get the rest of my forces lined up accordingly. I think I'm gonna land these guys on this side.
Group and awaiting orders. At your command.
And same with these. Those guys are just gonna stay out there and, by the looks of it, not fire, actually, because it's raining, and unlike Attila, you can't fire fire bolts or fire artillery in this weather. Okay.
Assault ships
That
reporting.
Greek army looks rather handsome. Perhaps if they fight as well as they look, then this might be a challenge.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
I'm sure. Stand
Marcus Varro, don't make me say give me back my allegiance. Please. Do what you can, Anapius Crispinus. Fun name. So, I just find it interesting that the modern world often argues over the cultural scraps left by Rome. It's kind of an irrelevant point. The really bad part about it, which is known to most historians, but most culturally sensitive individuals around the world tend to point to, is that they don't have the capacity
The men are wavering.
to truly articulate their passions about their culture. Don't get me wrong, I think everybody's got a right to their own heritage identity, and generally speaking, they do go back to at least the Roman era, not before. But for the most part, Rome is the crux, if you will, of the world as it appeared to,
Our men flee the field of battle.
or
This
as
is a
it
shameful
appears
display.
today. It's what's responsible for it. And hopefully I'm not being too offensive. It's not my intention, believe me. It's, however, something that needs to be mentioned, because there is wars to this very day fought over the supposed right to a heritage that someone else claims. It's frankly silly from a historian perspective. It's great to consider yourselves the heirs, the true heirs in particular, and most people indeed can trace that. I think that's what's really cool about it, is I myself have heavily Britannic backgrounds, which give me a unique perspective on what occurred, in Britannia by the Romans and later generations, for instance the Anglo-Saxons. It's also why I might find a little bit of offense when someone calls me a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Our men flee the field
Although
of
I may
battle.
be indeed
This
Protestant,
is a shameful display.
there's not much Germanic in my family, and that which there is we can trace back to Nordic, not Saxon. It's very akin to, though not quite to the same extreme, similar to calling someone of Jewish descent a Nazi. It's confusing. They were very much opposed to each other, the Anglo-Saxons and the Britannic peoples that would one day become the Welsh. And for that matter, even the Scots and the Irish, which are pretty much the same people, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. Oh, wow. That happened. I would love it if these guys would run out of ammunition anytime soon. They are pinpoint accurate. They shouldn't be.
At speed! Commander!
Okay.
Understood!
Hold back.
Our general is under attack.
No kidding. Our general is under attack. That's what they tell me.
Quick, march! We await your command!
That's probably pretty good.
Missiles awaiting time! Double time! Your order! Double time! Jupiter gives
I
us
don't
strength.
actually know if we're going to be able to win this, but we'll see. Those hoplites are mean. They got good armor, surprisingly. Teams are coming in.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
When I say that I'm not meaning to offend people by what I say about their historically, their ancestors and the like, That isn't to say also that I'm gonna go out of my way to not offend somebody. If they're wrong, they're wrong. And I hope that I'm held to the same accountability. I just hope that if someone declares that I am wrong about something, that they show proof to the contrary, and valid proof, by the way, not just a Wikipedia reference. But I feel like the world's a big enough place for differences of opinion, and
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
all historical information, although based on facts and ultimately factual when you press them against the historical aspect of what occurred, are nonetheless always being revised due to new information or new bits of data that otherwise hadn't been known before. They flesh out history, maybe even rewrite portions of it, let us know about them. And this is different from revisionist history, mind you. I'm not talking about the
One of our
kind that
units
says
has used all its
Washington
ammunition.
was a bigot and a slaveholder, and therefore he was a terrible, terrible man. That is putting 20th century, 21st century views on a 200-year-old man who lived in a different era. You can't do that any more than I can say that Julius Caesar was evil. There's enough people that disagree with that statement that, and most of them, of course, were Romans, that you have to come from his perspective to truly understand, unless the whole point is just to morally decide who is who in history. In which case, frankly put, who made us judge, jury, and executioner of history? Just because we're alive now? If so, I hope our posterity is much more merciful than we are. Not to get on my soapbox, I think I've done enough of that, so I will stop on this, I bet. Are not doing much damage to these guys, and that's kind of bothers me. I kind of thought we weren't. Well, these are pikemen, though. I mean, that probably explains why we're getting chewed up, because we're having to go past.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
It's what it is. Honestly, doing pretty good here, though. We mopped out those guys. I think the Vigilés are pretty much done.
Ready for orders! By your command! Legionary cohort!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright.
We await your command!
Yeah, our casualty rate's gonna be pretty high, but just maybe we might whittle them down enough to really make a difference. Hoplites. We'll be fine. So, knock him out.
The enemy general is dead.
That's what I was talking about. Do that thing. Arabian cabs coming back. Dang it.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Legionary cohort! Cut them down! Orders! Ready for orders! Avocati!
No, we do still have some
Quick march!
artillery. Well, artillery. Um, what I mean to say
Advance at speed!
is we still have the capacity to
Double time! Heavy!
fight missile units. Missile units is what I'm saying.
Quick march!
Thinking and talking takes skill.
At speed!
Oh, that's not good. They've seen that other group of pikemen coming their way. They don't like that.
Our men flee the
They really
field
don't
of
like
battle.
that.
This is a shameful display.
By your command, ready! Hack them down!
Our men flee the
I don't
field
like
of
that.
battle. This is a shameful display.
Legionary cohort! Hack them down!
Mysterious spears need to die. Followed by the pikemen, please. Actually, militia hoplites. Let's get those militia hoplites. The pikemen are going to go away soon enough.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Romans ready for duty!
Alright, you guys aren't done yet. Vigile's over here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Oh wow, I didn't see all those cab. Yeah, we're done. We can't win this.
Heavies! By your command!
We can, however, set those ships over. They might be able to reach them. That would be great if so. And by great, I mean really great.
Missile infantry ready! Fire on the enemy!
Our men flee the field of
That unit
battle.
has
This is a shameful display.
Missiles awaiting!
Come on, guys.
Heavies! By your
Narnia,
command!
as Lionheart would say.
Missile infantry!
Yeah, the battle's over. The battle is very much over. They'll take the center of the town. Not that that means they win, but I will have no force to actually fight back against. So yeah, the battle will be. I'll have to concede it. I'm not gonna wait for the timer to run out.
Our men
like it's,
flee the
suddenly
field of
rout
battle.
seed all of a sudden.
This is a
Oh,
shameful
nope,
display.
wait, there they go. Might not have to. That's the end of that. Defense collapse. Still, I feel like we did a decent amount of damage. Concede defeat. And we whittled them down to a little over 1,000, I think. Most of that was their artillery pieces, which did survive, unfortunately. But that's what happens when you have no cavalry. Yeah, borrow. Give me back my classes. Sad. Tyre is under Judean control. We're just gonna wipe those guys out because honestly, we're done with them. And I really wish the Maori would get a handle on all their attrition caused by an economic disaster. As it's not food. Oh yeah, there goes Pontus, they're running back for him. The remnants of the Iberian auxiliary look like they're heading out. Cappadocia's gone. Good. Lucius Varenus. Excellent. Replace, please. I want Lucius Varenus with Agrippa. Excuse me. Oh, I see. Antony's got himself set up there. Cute. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That looks pretty good. So in 2 turns, full Legion, 2nd Augusta. We're gonna send those guys over that way. These guys over here. I hope anyway. And they're just gonna run again.
For honor and glory. Moving out.
I can't reach them. Fair enough. We'll get agriculture going on there. We're looking good here. So I feel like it would be a good idea to
Commander, is that all?
do that. That's not bad. And with this guy, we'll put him right here.
Waiting for
The idea being one of these forces should be capable of seeing and defeating the enemy.
power before
Not
Rome.
worth fighting, honestly. And on it, you know, we may not have another good battle. I hate to have ended it with a defeat there,
Ready
but
for battle.
I just don't feel like we're gonna find ourselves any more forces that are gonna be against us. So nope. There you go. So there we have it. Our legions are marching on what's left of Pontus. Should be ours. While in 2 turns, that legion is ready to go. We send the 2nd Herculia over here to deal with them. I think, yeah, I need to change the name of this. There you go. We get to Augusta, right? Yep. So that's done. Interesting.
We hunger for battle.
Very interesting. Is it bad? But I really want you, Armenia, to deal with Antony. You're in a defensive alliance with him. Can you not be, please?
I am honored to greet such an ambassador of such worthy people. My ears tingle with anticipation.
You love me, though. I don't understand. I just don't understand. It's like they love me, but they want nothing to do with me. What? So then, Egypt is back up in Hegra. Possibly even Petra will come under attack. Taking out the Maori, good for them, I guess. I really don't want to fight Armenia. They're an eastern faction, so they're missile heavy and archer cavalry heavy, which would not be to my benefit. The Germanic Confederation is, I guess, okay. Alright. Duditanis. We'll get that. Brutus.
How can I serve Rome?
You'll get philosophy. Faction rises, the Roxolani, trespassers of Armenia, and an alliance forged between Himyar and Egypt. Yay. Not really, but meh. We'll get latrines here, why not? And coin maker, I'm thinking. An amphitheater. And a delicatessen. Over at Sinope. We'll do that. And that. We still gotta wait on that, I guess, but whatever. We're fine. We're fine. Amasia. Let's be taken. We'll raise it. How about that? That's not bad. That'll be a pretty good little bit there. I need to march Octavian all the way down here to Antioch in preparation for our war against Judea. I think we've suffered their luck for too long. Oh, that couldn't have been better. So, dang, we'll have to wait on that. I did a number on that city. Okay, well, got that happening too. 98. So we really need those two cities, is my plan. That's my plan. What do we got in the case of Ardan?
Be welcome,
no?
emissary.
Fair.
If you
Egypt.
Enter, friend,
About
and
trade.
speak. My
you were
people
thinking
are
of it.
wealthy in intellect, and do not need your goods to add to their
A
material
whopping
wealth.
90? Yeah, no, that's not happening. How about
Enter,
non-aggression?
friend, and
No?
dark.
Okay.
Am I always to be disturbed by foreigners? If it is...
Surprisingly, nothing there.
I have little gain in wasting a day
And
on
yeah,
you.
that's not gonna happen either. Okay, well, fair enough. Ooh, wow, that happened. I guess I probably should have looked at that. Romanization, please. I think I've kept pretty much to what I expected to make an actual contiguous empire. It's not quite the patchwork that it was with clan states and allies across the known world in my Rome campaign. So I really can't deny the possibility that this is a little more useful. This is going to be kind of a heavy slog going down to Petra and Jerusalem, though. That's a lot of military might. And the Britons have set sail from Isca on the southern coast of Britannia. That bothers me. Once again, you knocked my politician out. Patrician, not politician. Not that there's much difference. Yeah, Sloan's developed a tire. Yeah. Powerful siege engines have delicate innards. Stop the adoption. Alright. We'll get that figured out. And we will... Oh yeah. We will head over here to Tyre. We will... Not the best armies in the world, huh, Anthony? Colonia. We'll go for torsion techniques, not that we'll actually ever do anything with it. Alright, we want to make sure we stay out of sight of Anthony while we march our troops up, lest he end up coming at me, and I prefer not to. Yeah, we'll eliminate what's left of these guys.
Steady as we go.
That was the weirdest retreat I've ever seen. Less retreat and more shy banter around the islands, just keeping out of view, like you're hiding your face. Yeah, well, why not?
Fleet reporting.
gonna need to double time it back here so we can pick up this legion and march on.
The waves
As
still
indeed we
beckon.
must. Grain pits, though. Grain pits sound great in Gortina. Yep. We'll go for that. Looks good, looks good. We'll have to upgrade Amasea as well. That doesn't look too bad, I don't think. But we've got to fight concentrated, meaning we've got to consolidate before we go after these cities, destroy these legions, and then maybe, just maybe, get victory. Instead of making a new general, just build your army. Judea does something weird. That's for sure. I see what you're doing there. That's not okay. Alright. It looks like Iberia's heading back to their homeland. They've had enough war. I don't blame them. So, Piso's back
I do
once
enjoy a
again.
well-kept ledger.
Let's go to Sinope. And with it and Amasea, we will get these things in order. Farming settlement. We'll do that.
We hunger for battle.
Looks good. Looks good indeed. Oh. Get Tarsus going there. Same with them. Antioch. Why not?
Commander, at your command. Commander,
Interesting.
march. Is that all? Lying in wait. Ready for orders.
Well, I could hit them. That would be entertaining, but it would also be the last battle we do there. I don't feel like that would be a good use. Dura's actually got a okay garrison.
At your command.
Wish I could see what's... Well, actually we could do that. Well, we can't right now, obviously, but... Send the forces upwards. Ooh, no, I won't markets there. Okay. Well, no, we gotta try for it. So we're gonna try for it.
Ready for further orders.
Commander! Advance! We cannot pass here. March!
All right. I guess I should probably rebuild that navy. Oh, there comes Guy Tuli helping out. I'll be fine with that. That will be fine. I have no idea what they were planning to do, but Galatia, you just made a mistake. Looks like they've got a full legion, or full army again up at Jerusalem. Fair enough. Here comes more auxiliaries from Iberia. Good, we got rid of another
Ready for battle.
fool, it appears.
We hunger!
Attack! For Rome!
And we're just gonna annihilate them. Bad idea, Galatia, you're done.
At once!
Galatia's gone,
Commander!
and we honestly don't care.
We hunger for battle. At once. Your next command, surprise will be our advantage.
At your command! Advance! Waiting for more orders.
Alright.
Commander! At once! You have further orders?
And this is how we destroy the armies of our enemies. Trade, please. Look at that. That's not bad. Okay, Alexandria, you got a rather large deal there, so that's fine. Reinstate the first Apollinaris, please.
Your orders. Ships to port.
I will give you Shipwright.
Recruiting more ships for Rome.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's all we can afford at the moment. But that's fine. So the noose is being drawn around the Middle Eastern lands on the coast of the Mediterranean. Jerusalem and Petra must fall, two very strong cities. But I think we can do it. The reason why I'm inching my way there with ambush is so that I have less of a chance of Octavian knowing what I'm doing. He might scatter his forces in preparation for a major defense. Surprisingly, he just sent a legion all the way south by Tyre, bypassing Antioch. I guess Antioch is a pretty strong target, so it's not all that unlikely. He also has a force heading over there, which means I really need to defeat these forces this next turn and win the game, or I will probably lose territory again, which would be unfortunate. Wow, good job, Gaetuli. Went agent spam on him. Fine with that. We have a ton of things actually happening, which is crazy. Oh, this looks a little better. 73, please. Kill him. That should be our biggest threat at the moment, I think. Oh, got some Pontus left. That's
My
fine.
people are...
No, we're not going to war with Armenia, Iberia. No offense, but your auxiliaries aren't going to get there in time. Okay. Yep, invasion force from Pontus lands. Cortina is ready to increase building construction there.
Ready for battle.
Oh no.
We
Oh no.
Ready for orders.
That is catastrophic fail. Not gonna lie. Maybe if I can lure out the garrison? Please? Thank you.
Ready for further orders. Ready for orders.
Oh, thankfully. That will help. Oop, no. We need that here. Jupiter there. We don't need that. We do kinda need that, so that's fair enough, but we'll get a circus there. Oh man, that's
We
really
hunger
annoying.
for battle.
Wow.
My skills.
Alright. Hate to say it, but we'll have to try to figure it out in a second. Fair enough, this is a very long episode, and I'm not gonna monetize it. I cannot defeat that. Not with this. So, run at him. Shame. Yep, Syria lost, or Palmyra lost itself. The capacity there. Man, I could have ended that if it hadn't been for that stupid situation where there's something that keeps the units from being able to get out of an ambush stance. Yeah, I see what you're doing, Britannia. You're gonna try to invade me. So yeah, kind of a sloppy end to this thing, but it is what it is. If I really wanted to, I could declare war on Armenia, take a province, and that's pretty much the end of the game. Them. Still captives. Wow. Annihilated that army too. Okay with it. And annihilate them. Tell the truth, I think we've just eliminated most of our enemies here. Surprisingly, so that's not so bad. We've seen that. So sabotage, subversion, sabotage. Palmyra cancelled. Second Augusta looks good. Mission successful. Vae Victus. 11 factions subjugated or destroyed. A hefty situation there. Excelsior now. Completely control 20 provinces, which we probably already do. Triumph for Antoninus, which is great. Great indeed.
Commander.
Oh, that's annoying. I have no idea what causes that, but it is literally the reason why I can't move on.
For battle. To victory! On the move! Destroy! You have further orders?
Yeah.
Ready for orders.
Wow, really? A navigator? Why did I do that? It's so bad. Kinda like this. Why can't I move out? Some sort of issue, which I have no idea what is. Okay. Kinda think I got it. Now let's at least see what we can do about them.
Rome deserves better. I am sorry.
I live to serve Rome.
I will do anything for Rome.
Since, of course, it's agent spam, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Salve.
Totally makes sense. Yep. That's what it is.
Ready for battle.
There's the Roxolani, Ardan, Pontus, which
I am
we can
here.
get peace
then.
with. Or not. Maybe not. Egypt,
Greetings, friend. Greetings.
trade.
In honor, I cannot
about
accept your
a-
terms. They are well intentioned, but fall far short of what my people need.
Client state for 28,000. And I just won.
must-
Apparently. How
I
did
give you welcome. We tr-
That's interesting. What am I missing then? Oh, I need more navy now. Cute.
It is an honor to serve Rome.
There's literally always something.
Commander.
We'll worry about it in a minute. That's hilarious. Pretty much have this in the bag, but yet, if it's not the fact that my armies are agent spammed into no moves, I am trading provinces with the enemy, and now have a situation where I don't have enough naval units. Rather irritating. And Armenia joins the war. Good. Good! I hope so. Can I still win this? I can. Pyrrhic victory, but we win. That's the important part. Because frankly, at this point, we just want to win. We're there. I am perfectly aware of how sloppy this actually is. Wow, the turns. The turns are real. And there goes Judea. A lot of people dying. Good for them. Judea is gone. Evola and Agrippa has died. Excelsior was done. Vini Vidi Vici. 18 different factions and client states by capturing the last Roman province. Pretty sure we have that too. And Polis. Wow, that's totally not what I picked, but whatever.
For the glory of Rome.
At this rate,
Ready, willing, and able.
is what it is.
Commander. Commander.
Okay.
Ready for orders.
Our advance has been halted.
We will take Petra.
Siege to the settlement!
Unite my client state here.
At your command. Commander.
Destroy that. Make that. That looks good.
At your command. Advance.
We hunger for battle.
Oh. You know what we could do?
Orders. March until
Ready
your
for
feet
orders.
bleed.
Is that.
Then march some more.
March until your feet
So we'll march
bleed.
them to Palmyra.
March some more.
We'll put these guys over here. Not that it matters, cause
Ready for
here we are. How many more do we need?
fleet reporting.
A ton.
Rome needs more ships.
Believe is the term. A quite literal ton. Turns. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think so. Zaka. Can we just get peace already? We're done.
In
Let's get
time,
peace.
two things
No.
Athena give you wisdom, so that you may speak. Your words bring...
Ardan. You want peace?
Do not try my patience with a dull tongue. My torturer.
Antony.
Speak your terms. Give
No.
words.
Fair enough.
Commander.
Then here's how this goes down. Replace these guys.
For battle.
These guys. March
I
these
don't care
guys.
how tired you are.
Apparently we can't. I'm actually surprised that we can't.
Forgive me, but
Okay,
I cannot.
fair.
Command.
We now have those guys in support. Then. Kind of bothersome.
Peace!
How can I help?
Your equipment is a disgrace, man!
Do that and
How can I be?
that. Hopefully that will help make a difference. Hopefully. More legions coming south. Fair enough. Thank you, German Confederation, for once again taking out the patrician. This is the most hated guy in all of the Roman Empire. Arden, stop messing in affairs. You have no idea what's going on. Wow. Okay, Pontus. What was that?
At your service.
Thank you. Enemy wounded. Say, upgrade even more. Tell the truth though, we are done for the most part. Let's get rid of this annoyance. Frankly, that was pointless. And we will have need
Ready for battle.
to
Get the fortification.
garrison, I think. In that case,
It is an honor to serve
and
Rome.
we will move these guys south here.
Commander.
Get that going on. Alright.
Commander,
My concern is...
you have further orders? Make haste, men.
Oh good.
We take
That will
this
take Dura
settlement
back.
for Rome! At your command.
Good. That's back. That makes me feel a little better. What do we need? We need 5 more ships. Well, in that case,
Ready for orders.
let's head over here and make another Colossus.
Your orders. Docking.
Don't worry, I'm doing something Surreal Beliefs did, which is spam out the generals because it doesn't matter anymore.
Fleet rip. Making for port. Your orders.
Really? No mercenaries. None whatsoever.
Fleet
That's terrible.
reporting.
Oh, plenty of mercenaries there. I should have went here then. Oh well. Let's see. Make a few ships.
For orders.
to need a bigger fleet.
Alright. Now we need to see what the aftermath is actually going to be. Really want to see if we can get ourselves a peace treaty with these
You have
factions.
my attention.
Ah,
Now,
there we go.
Do not try to charm with the Lord Cajole.
Well, I didn't
For
think so.
those, pain is the reward.
No non-aggression treaty. Thank
My
you.
appetite for feast.
Egypt looks good. Ardennes.
Do
you
not
need
try my patience
peace.
with.
Antony.
Welcome,
need
I
peace with
suppose.
What if I
No,
offer
do
you,
not
like,
sit.
everything?
That is for us and for
Nope.
friends.
Okay then. Pontus.
Be welcome,
Peace treaty.
emissary, if you come in peace. Be fearful if you come with false words, dripping.
Come on,
You
I'm giving
want
you
peace?
I'm sorry money.
Peace? Now? Gods give me strength to let this fool leave. There is little profit.
Good. So it's pretty much Antony and Ardennes now. I hope. So, in this version of history, Antony appears to have become the Persian Empire. He became the King of Kings. Meanwhile, Octavian inherits the Roman Empire itself, and Armenia pretty much actually has the borders it historically had by this point, and is caught in between for the most part. It's fascinating.
We will come for you in the night. And
Okay. You do that. Close victory. Apparently. I don't know how that happened. Britannia has now become a problem. Not that it matters for this campaign. So, this should end the longest episode ever. I will never make an episode this long ever again. Hopefully it all got captured and it didn't just shut off halfway through. I'm gonna be rather annoyed if it did. But don't worry, in the Attila one, I will explain what happened if it did, and none of this makes any sense whatsoever because it won't be recorded. But it makes me feel better. That's the end. So, to kind of explain what occurred, and I'm just going to hit the continued campaign here in a second, but 223 turns, 15 AD, 85 settlements actually held, 73 captured. Let's see where we've got about manpower. By the way, that is one of the most anticlimactic videos for a victory, considering all the stuff we had to do. Kind of crazy. But we have most concurrent armies 10, military forces established 14. It's pretty impressive, actually. 136 battles fought, 39 of which were fought personally, so we had 39 actual battles in this. We executed 12,069 men, we enslaved 5,518, and we released 14,899. I didn't think we released that many, but apparently we did. Huh. I'm surprised it doesn't break down how many men I defeated, but oh well. So, 1,430 units destroyed, so that's not bad. Okay, so those are pretty much the breakdown of the empire as it occurs. We did make a relatively contiguous empire, with the exception of this down here. And Antony continued to live on and rule as King of Kings of Parthia. Oddly, Britannia would be our next goal, and conquer that. The Gaetuli would eventually need to be dealt with the Maori. The Egyptians made a new kingdom for themselves down in Ethiopia, where they continued to exist as Aksum. Sort of. Very similar, actually, to what happened. The Germanic Confederation became our biggest threat, outside of Antony, and Armenia became kind of this awkward second stepchild over to the side up against the Black Sea and Caspian Sea. Not real sure what to do with it. Don't want to take it on because it's dangerous, but also don't want to completely ignore it because it'll just mop you up and take over Asia Minor. But I felt like it was a decent campaign. I think we definitely could have done things a little better. This has been an extremely long episode, so I apologize, but we did win. Kind of anticlimactic, partially because our victory condition was we need to make more ships. But next episode, next week, will be the first of the Abdani campaign for Attila Total War. We may come back one day to Rome too, but it won't be for a while. We did pretty good with it, and I think we explored the Romans. Also, if you're interested in a Attila Total War Western Roman Empire campaign, I mentioned it last time, Arab Carthage has a good one. I recommend it. I hope he puts more out, as right now anyway. I think there's not too many episodes yet, but it is not your normal stalemate slogfest that the Western Empire tends to be. It's much more dynamic, which I like. Alright, so with that, this is Forrest signing off. I will see you all later.